There we go. So ideally, when you do watercolor, you would want to soak your watercolor paper. Like you could use like a large cookie sheet with a little bit of an edge to it, or depending on the size of your paper. Um, and if you're using just a regular watercolor paper, like a 140-pound paper, oh, here comes somebody. No name attached. Um, so if you're going to be applying a lot of water to your watercolor paper, it keeps your paper from curling up. So you would soak it for maybe 3 to 5 minutes, a little bit longer if you have thick paper, not too long, or you'd kind of destroy the sizing in the paper. And then put it on your board. You could use a cardboard. You can use a table. I use an old what do you call it? Drawing board, and take a clean and clean water, of course, and take a clean. You could use paper towel. You could use a sponge. Just wipe it away, the water, make it smooth, and then tape it down, and that will keep it from buckling up when you're applying water.
Huh.
So ideally, that's what you should do before you
I've never heard of that.
use watercolor. I didn't.
How long did you say you soak the paper?
If you have like 140-pound paper, 3 to 5 minutes. If you have a real heavy, like 300-pound paper, 8 to 20 minutes. Okay, but not too long.
And then you let it dry before you start painting, or do you paint on it with wet?
Kind of flick off the water, put it on the surface you're going to tape it to. Take a sponge and just sponge the rest of the water off. Tape it down and let it dry.
Okay.
So you've kind of stretched your paper a little bit.
Oh, good idea.
So I see someone that has signed in on their iPhone. Can they give us a name so we know who you are? You can actually change your name in your participants.
You'll have to unmute yourself for us to hear you.
I can unmute her, or I can ask to unmute.
Betty.
Oh, hi, Betty.
Hi there. Hi, I have no idea what I'm doing, so.
Okay.
We're new at it too.
Yeah, we had some trouble getting signed on as well. No worries.
Okay.
So Betty who? Betty who?
Betty Sartori.
Hey, Betty Sartori. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay, so Betty, do you have some watercolor paper and some watercolors?
I do.
Okay. We have taped down our paper to keep our paper from buckling up if you apply too much water to it.
Okay.
I used artist tape that actually I used painter's tape, that
Well, yeah. Well, that's okay. I'm just gonna play along with you.
Okay.
Okay. Nope. No pressure.
If you have a crayon, I can show
Uh-huh.
you a technique that we're going to use, kind of like a masking technique today. So let's go ahead and start with a prayer.
Okay.
Heavenly Father, thank you for answering our prayers and performing miracles in our life every day. Help us to always focus on you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, a few questions. Is there a right or wrong way to draw? What would you say?
No wrong way.
There are preferred ways, but probably not a wrong way.
Okay, that's true. Okay, there is not a right way or a wrong way to draw. Drawing is just for fun. It won't help you in the future. True or false?
I think it's better than that. I'm reading a book about that called Your Brain on Art.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
People who can draw only abstractly aren't real artists.
False.
False. Real artists draw only from their imagination and don't need to copy things.
I disagree with that. That's false.
False. Because it's just like playing a piano. When you're learning, you're playing other people's things, right? Music. So when you're drawing, when you first start to learn to draw, you're drawing, you're looking at studying other artists' work. and practicing from that. Real artists are pleased with most of what they produce.
No.
False. Very good. So all of these are false. So you should silence that inner critic in your head and knowing that if a drawing is the way we want it, it's perfect. If not, we can change it or start over, right? No big deal. So drawing can lead to a career as an architect or an engineer or an artist. Drawing also helps you express emotions and creativity that helps you with problem solving. So there's a benefit of copying things, and we're going to do that a lot in this class. Pictures, drawings, whatever, because you will interpret them your own way and always learn something. And using a reference photo is not cheating. There are very few artists that can draw a distinct likeness of a particular person or thing without either a photograph of it or having the person as a model. So even when I'm doing a painting of like an abstract cat, I like to have a reference picture of a real cat. And most importantly, be patient with yourself, have fun while you learn and enjoy the process. So everything we want to draw can be broken down into 5 basic elements of shape. And this is much less scary to face a drawing when you first break it down into the very most basic of shapes. So here you can see how dots, circles, straight lines, curved lines, and angle lines are all parts of objects. Today we're drawing a moth, which has a lot of curved lines and circles. Okay. And after you train your eye to see these shapes, drawing is going to be a lot easier for you. Okay. So here's an example of a lot of things you can draw with different shapes, circles, ovals, and things. People want to start with cartoon characters. Okay. Okay, so today we're going to draw a Luna moth, and we're going to use what's called a wax resist. And I'll talk to you about that as we go along. You can sketch with a pencil, like if you have an artist graphite pencil. The best sketching pencil to use is one that has like an H on it or a 2H. On your pencils, you have little numbers, and the numbers indicate how hard or soft the lead is. And the H's have a harder lead, and the B's have a softer lead. So you want to be, and they go from like a B to all the way up to like a B9, and opposite for the H's. The softer the lead, the more it's going to smear on your paper. So you would use that more for shading and things like that. And the harder the lead with the H on it, the harder, the more it's going to like make line, like it's going to be harder to erase on your paper, but it's going to make a thinner kind of line. So that's why we kind of want to get in between a B and an H. A 2B is fine. If you have just a regular 2B, that's okay. So that's what, I'm sorry.
Ours says HB.
Okay, that's good. It's
I
right.
don't know what that means.
That's perfect. It's right in the middle. Not too hard, not too soft. Okay, so that's good for sketching because if you're using a pencil and you're going to erase your pencil lines later, then that's about what you want. You can also use, if you wanted it to look more like this picture, you could use a permanent marker to outline with. It's up to you. Okay. A little bit about the Luna moth. It's nocturnal. It is only in North Carolina. It's one of the largest moths, and they actually appeared on a first class postage stamp back in 1987. So you can think about some of these for the colors that you're going to be painting and your background, whatever your background's going to be. Here's a pretty green one. Okay, so while you're pulling together your materials, I'm going to switch my camera over to my desk so you can see what I'm doing. And this is an outline, and I have one here that we can follow for our drawing. So Hang on for a minute while I transition over to my camera. And I'm going to flip me upside down. All right. And then I'm gonna, hold on. I'm gonna, Zoom has, kind of changed everything. I want to pin my video. You can actually pin me yourself. Oh, it's over here. I'm gonna pin. And then can you actually, I want to do full screen when I find out where it is. Zoom did some updates and they moved everything.
That's what happened to us trying to log in.
Yep.
Yeah, and now I can't find full screen.
Take your time. We're not going anywhere.
Well, yeah, I have another class coming up at 11, so.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you got to. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so are you seeing that? How large is that on your screen?
It's got like a 2-inch border around the edge on ours, and it's a picture of 2 horses.
Oh, you're not even seeing my, wait, maybe I need to stop share. Oh, I got it. There we go.
All right. Now it's like half of our screen, but I think we changed that in the view. I think now you're the whole screen for us.
I still can't full screen. Yay, there we go. That better?
Yes.
Okay. And Betty, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I'm-
great. Okay, so the first thing we want to are we good at drawing by yourself, or do you want me to actually show you step by step how to draw this?
You need to talk to me
Step by
like I'm
step.
3.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so normally when I start to draw, I try to find a central focal point, like if it's a living creature, a nose, the eyes, the mouth, something like that, and then I build around it. If I didn't do that, and if I started like up in the corner, I would end up running out of paper, I think, So I try to centrally focus on something and then build around it. So I'm going to start with this little guy's head. Like here's the middle of your page. So I'm going to go up and over just a little. We need room for the moon. And I'm going to draw in permanent marker so you can see what I'm doing on the camera. So I'm going to draw this guy's little head and some little shapes here on his head. And you're probably going to do this in pencil. So I've noticed, Brad, on Facebook that you and your wife do a lot of art.
Well, we've been trying.
That's a new thing in the past 3 weeks. We've just been trying to be creative and not be on the phone as much.
Good idea. Okay, so now I'm going to draw his wing. So from the right side, I guess that's right on your screen. That could be left on your screen. I'm going to draw this curve, kind of large, down and back up towards the eye. Towards the head. So I'm going to, if I can get my pen to work. I'm going to come all the way out of here, come down, curve, start heading back up. And he has a little zigzag type of design right here and stop. So I'm leaving a little bit of room between his wing here because we're going to double that over in a little bit. Get more centered on the screen here. Okay, is everybody okay?
Yes.
Doing good.
Okay, if I'm going too fast, just let me know. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same thing on this side, curve around, come up from the side of his head. It's a pretty large creature, so he's taking up a lot of the paper. A little zigzaggy and stop. All right. And then we're going to do this little border here around his wing on both sides. I'm starting on this side. And where are we going? Okay. And then do the same thing on this side, except for right here, we're kind of connecting. Okay. Next, we're going to come down. Now this is overlapping, so we want to do what's on top first. Because we don't want to draw lines through his wings. So we're going to right about here, come down, curve, and stop. Well, mine kind of flips around, but you can kind of do his tail any way you want. I've got mine coming down. I've already penciled mine in. I cheated.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stop right there because when I finish it, I think I'm going to flip around a little bit. Then you can come over to this side. Let's see, I'm going to start right about here. Do some curves. Come back. See, now I'm going to come around and stop right there. And then I'm going to come out underneath his tail and flip around. I'm giving him a fancy tail. But you don't have to do that. You can just do a little curve if you want to. Okay, and then the other wing, you're only seeing a tiny bit right here. Add some curves. That's it. And we have to start decorating him. So up here, he's kind of got this fuzzy looking stuff, which I didn't account for. See, I don't do things perfect either. So I'm going to kind of give him a little fuzz there. They have those things on their wings that look like eyeballs. Do you know what they're for?
Is that for prey? I mean, for predators? Scare off predators?
Exactly. So I'm going to do one there and I'm going to draw that shape around it. I'm going to do one on this side somewhere. And put a shape around that one. Add some lines. So I'm a retired teacher. but I work part-time teaching homeschool kids online all over the world.
Wow.
Well, we
A
feel
lot of-
very blessed that you're doing this for us.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
A lot of them are, a lot of their parents are missionaries, so they have to be homeschooled because they're traveling quite a bit. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing down here. We're gonna have those little round circle eye things. However you want to put them. One over here somewhere. And then add some more. Oh, so on this one, we also have to do that border like we did on the top. Really, however you want to do it. It's just to add some interest. And I have a little more space on mine than I do in this black line picture. Try to make more room here on my desk. Whoops, sorry. Trying to move the chat out of the way here on my screen. Okay, so your background. You might want to draw the moon last because there's the tree that he's laying on eating the leaf. So wherever you got room on your paper, it's up to you where you want to put this and kind of jump over. Do something like that. And then jump over him, come out the other side. So there's my tree. Add some bark on the tree. Um, you can add another branch going this way if you want to. You can add leaves. I think I'm gonna do leaves, but no more branches. And then I'm gonna put my moon in behind it. I'm going for more simplicity. And then I'm gonna use something round. And I'm grabbing a pencil. Because I can't draw a round circle. I think I'm gonna add another leaf. And I think the rest of the moon is kind of hidden behind them. Button away. So really, I'm leaving the background up to you. I'm gonna leave that right there if you want to. Then grab an eraser. So how are we doing?
Good.
Right. By any chance, did you list your supplies prior to this? I just saw it the other day, so.
Yeah, it was, oh,
Yes, it's
I'm
on
not,
the Shepherd of the Sea Facebook page.
And it lists the supplies you needed?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And not a criticism, just making sure because for her next class, we'll do the same thing. We always or try to get the list of needed supplies the week before.
Okay, that would have been helpful, yes.
But next week is not watercolor. Next week
Oh.
is something different.
Oh, okay. It's every week?
No, next month. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'd love for it to be weekly.
you really want to keep me busy, don't you?
Yeah, I love it.
I also teach astronomy, graphic design, computer science, game design, electricity, programming.
Wow. You're busy.
Yeah. And I have horses to take care of.
Gee.
So I guess I'm not really retired.
Yeah. Retired means tired again. You're retired.
Yeah.
Sounds like one of your jokes at church.
That's right.
Okay, so what I just did was I erased my lines because I did marker over mine, but
So I have a question for you. Did you wet that page?
I did.
You did
I
not.
did. I should have, but I didn't.
Okay.
I'm not going to apply that much water to it, so I should be okay.
I was just curious because I'd never heard of soaking the paper. I think that's fascinating because we've got that 14-pound paper here that we use because we used some cheap one last night. We hated it, but I'd never heard of that. This lady we follow online, what's her name?
Andrea Nelson.
Andrea Nelson. She just like says dip your brush in and like wet the page.
But doesn't your paper curl up?
It does. That's always been a pain in the rump.
Yep, that's why.
So are we supposed to erase our lines now?
No, I only
Okay.
erased mine because I did marker over
Okay.
top of them. Okay, so if you have a white crayon to do the wax relief, if you don't have a white crayon, you can even use a candle, like the waxy of a candle. And wherever you want to keep the white of your paper is where you're going to put the crayon. Like maybe I want my moon to stay white. So I can actually, once I put this waxy crayon on my moon, when I'm painting, I can put the watercolor right on top and it won't stick to it.
That's brilliant because it bleeds really bad,
Yeah.
especially wet on wet.
Are you coloring your whole moon white?
I'm going to keep my moon white. So then it will really show up on maybe a dark background since he's a midnight moth. I'll probably have like maybe a dark blue for the sky. Because your white crayon won't show up on the paper. As a matter of fact, I can't hardly see where I'm.
Me too. Like, am I getting any progress?
So it's kind of like masking liquid without having to use masking liquid?
Exactly. Yep.
Cheaper too.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can use wax, like if you didn't have a crayon, you could use like a candle. Okay, and then anything else that you want, maybe I'll keep the white, keep his little eye things white.
The whole thing. Yeah, got you.
I mean, it's up to you. This is your,
Got you.
might even be cool to do the border, but I'm not gonna do that. I think that's all I'm gonna do. And you can go to my YouTube channel.
Which is,
Good question. I'll think about what it's called a little bit. But I post art lessons and stuff on there.
okay, thank you.
I'll look for that and send it into the chat in a little bit. Okay, so when you're watercoloring, it's good to keep, you can't see this. Wait a minute. I move this water out of the way. I usually keep like a paper towel or a old clean towel nearby so I can dab off the water. I try not to put too much water on my paper. What kind of watercolors are you using?
We have like this cheap one from Michael's.
Like these?
Yes.
Okay, those are good. Another good one is these PH Martin. You ever heard of these?
No.
No, where do you get those? You order them or they sell them somewhere?
Oh, you can get them at Michael's, probably, maybe. I don't know what art stores are in South Carolina. Do you have what's the name of that store? Artorama?
No, we only have Michael's.
Oh, okay.
We were excited to go to Ollie's yesterday because they bought out Joanne's Crafts.
Oh,
We
they did?
bought some art supplies from there and they were junk. Brushes kept falling apart when we were using them.
Do you have a brand of brush that you prefer?
Oh, not really.
And what size brush are you using now?
This is a let me see, a size 9
I got a 10. That's
or
good.
is it a 6? Wait a minute. These are so old and they have paint all over them. I don't know. I think it's a 6.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just let you paint how you like to paint. I'm not gonna give you a whole bunch of painting instructions today.
How much paint do you, you just said you're not going to give instructions and I'm asking specific questions. How much paint do you put on your brush?
Not much. So I just wet my brush a little bit, tap it on my paper, and then grab the and you can't see that. And then just tap it on my palette. So I'm doing more of a dry brush. There's several different ways you can use watercolors. You can wet your entire paper and add your wet watercolors, but that's more, I think, what Pastor Brad was talking about, where it kind of runs into everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get a totally different effect doing that. And that's wet on wet. We're kind of doing wet on dry right now, where your brush is wet, but your paper is dry.
You said you have a YouTube channel?
I do.
That's awesome. We'll start watching your videos.
I try to post one a month,
Okay.
and a lot of them, like I don't have that many drawing ones on there. They're more like the questions you're asking me, like, what's the best eraser to use? There's 20 different erasers. What are they all for? You know, things like that. How to layer colored pencils to get more vibrant, you know, short videos like that.
I love that.
If I put too many on there, my students won't come to me to my classes. They'll just watch
Yeah.
them.
Hey, put up a paywall. Hey, do you like that girl that we follow? She's got her own line of supplies that she sells, and they're crazy expensive.
Another fun thing to try is watercolor pencils.
I just heard those advertised the other day. What makes them special?
You use them just like colored pencil, and then you can apply water where you want.
After you put it on the paper?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's
Is
several
there
different.
a brand that you like better for that?
I have one called Prismacolor, and I have one called
Color and sell that at Sam's sometimes at Christmas.
Crayon Dash.
You got a lot more leaves than I do.
Oh, well, that's because she said be creative, so I
Yeah.
ordered a boat ton of leaves.
I usually let my students do their backgrounds the way they want.
I like it. Trying to match, get a beauty. I've got to mix that blue green that you're using for the wings.
That's kind of a pretty color.
Do you offer one of your YouTube videos? Do you offer like a training on how to use the color wheel, like complements and split complements? And
Yep.
I would love to learn a little bit more about that.
You grab the one that's called Building Color with Colored Pencil.
Okay.
That one has a little bit about the color wheel on it.
There we go. I think I got something now. This is very relaxing. That's one of the reasons I love it.
My specialty is colored pencil.
Can you use the watercolor color pencils just like regular ones? Like, would we need to buy different kinds of colored pencils?
Um, you can. I've done that before. Just did a whole piece in watercolor, but never added the water, which looks just as good.
Because we're kind of really super new at this.
Yeah.
So we're having to buy everything because we've never been, even though our son is an artist, we've never been.
Yeah, we sent him to art classes growing up and he loved it.
Um,
He actually attended the STEM school in Horry County for the art program.
Very nice.
And now he's at Coastal Carolina in the design and production program working on props for the plays.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Do you have a preferred brand of paper that holds up better? Like I said, we bought some yesterday thinking it would be nice, and it was horrible.
I'm using this Canson watercolor paper.
Okay, yeah. Is that at Michael's too?
Should be.
Yeah, they sell
Gotcha.
it there.
Mandy would know more about what's at Michael's than me. I stay in the car most of the. I wonder if they carry this stuff at Hobby Lobby.
Yes, probably do.
Because we do, I just remembered, we do have one of those. Actually, they're building one here, like less than a mile from the church.
Betty, where do you live?
Island Green.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
local like us. Which service do you go to?
Usually the 11, but I've been going online lately.
Oh,
Gotcha.
And I've been doing the 9:30 online.
I like to go to 9:30, but I haven't been in worship in since the beginning of the summer because I've been helping in the nursery.
Oh, okay.
Is the tail?
I'm
I
gonna
think I'm gonna miss something here.
try to get back to my.
This is all.
Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh, well. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna grab my YouTube. I don't remember what the thing is on my YouTube, so I'm gonna grab that for you. I am.
Thank you.
I can figure out where it is. I guess, is this all you need? Where's my keyboard?
Let's see, is there blue around the eye? Yeah. There.
That link might get you to it,
Ooh, thank you.
maybe. All right, now I need to get back to here.
What color is the border going to be on your butterfly? Is it going to stay white?
I don't know. I thought about putting that white crayon on it to keep it white, but I didn't. So I'll probably give it another tone of green. Pin my video back again. There we go. Sorry, I couldn't remember what the address was for the YouTube channel.
No worries.
And I just started that channel, so there's not a whole lot on it yet.
Just like the church's YouTube channel. We're just getting started.
I'm gonna do a so when I do my blue background, see how sloppy I can get around my moon?
Ooh.
And it doesn't adhere to the moon at all. See? Or maybe a little bit, but Another thing you can do with your watercolor that gives a nice effect is when your paper is like, let's say on this background, when it's really wet, sprinkle salt on it.
Hmm.
And when it's dry, flick it off. And it leaves like little bubbles.
Ooh, I like that.
Is
Yeah,
it just table salt?
yeah. That looks really good when you're doing water. Because it kind of acts like bubbles, or when you're doing snow. Because it leaves the white of the background. Kind of a cool technique.
How's yours coming, Miss Betty?
I could use way more lessons.
Me too.
Me too, but I'm having fun.
Well, I am too, and I wanted to try it.
Yes. What's the next project next month?
You are going to use graphite pencils.
Ooh,
Um, and in a minute, I'll go back and double check because I can't remember which graphite pencil you'll need. There'll be the softer lead. We're going to be drawing a realistic eye, a human eye.
okay.
And are you able to log into the site before the time actually starts, or do you have to wait
I'm
until
usually
9 o'clock?
I'm usually there at least 10 minutes before,
Oh, okay.
so you can come on and see what the materials are you're going to need.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And it's the same time next month?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to change it. I mean, I could do 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but I can only do that up until January.
This is a good
Gotcha.
time for me.
Yeah, this works for us.
This works for us too. Use that crayon.
But we're not going to any museum with this picture.
I'm not that good with watercolors either, but I thought they'd be fun to do.
Yeah, it is fun.
It is.
It looks easy when other people are doing it.
Oh my gosh, with those brush strokes when they just like, oh, just dab this to make a leaf. Right.
Yeah. And then they have so many different brushes,
Yeah.
fan brushes, all different kinds that do different things. That's why I kind of settled on colored pencils to be my specialty
Oh, okay.
Consistent.
because they're easy, they're to carry around with you. They're not messy. You could sit, watch TV and do it, whatever.
That makes
That
sense.
makes sense, yes.
I like doing detail, and colored pencils, you could do detail. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my computer and show you some things as you're painting. You exit full screen. Share. So I'm going to go back and share. I'm going to open that PowerPoint back up so I can show you what we're going to do next class. Okay. Can you see that?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Yeah,
And
you're going to do that. I'm going to attempt.
So actually you need your HB that you said you had. And if you can get a softer lead than that, this one uses a 4B because we're doing a lot of shading.
Okay.
Okay.
Q-tip for blending. If you don't have a blending stump looks like this newspaper rolled up thing.
Okay.
I use Q-tips a lot, even though I have some of those. You'll need a ruler because an eye is somewhat precisioned, so we'll be
Okay.
drawing a few lines. The kneaded erasers, are you familiar with those?
What did you
No.
say? I'm sorry.
Are you familiar with an eraser called a kneaded eraser?
No.
I'm not.
Like knead and go. They come in a little square. Trying to find,
They're stretchy.
yeah, like here's, well, that's another good one. Here's one. After you use them, you can pull them to get clean spots.
Oh, okay.
They last forever because they don't make those the shavings, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes.
They don't leave a trail of eraser on your paper.
It's
Um,
called a kneaded
they,
eraser.
yep, and they just come in a little square. I had one. I had a brand new one somewhere. I can't find it right now.
I think they have them at the Walmart in Garden City, Miss Betty.
Oh, okay, thank you.
But they work great for just about any kind of medium. And then if you have a little acrylic paint, that's how we're making the white in the reflection of the eye and right here in the little tear duct thing. And there you go. So that's what we're doing next week. No,
What is the date for that class?
next month. I'm sorry, what?
What is the date?
It will be, where's my calendar? October 7th.
Oh no, we won't be able to be there for it. We're going to be in Michigan with our parents on a trip.
Well, if somebody shows up, I'll tape it. And then you can always watch the tape.
We'll be counting on you, Miss Betty.
I'll try. I don't want to be the only one.
Okay, so this is my website. If you just want to take a look at some of my colored pencil stuff is here.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Wow. The drawing table. I love it.
Love that. Okay, so that's what it's called, is the drawing table. Let me write that down so that you can just go on YouTube to find this.
This one is just a website.
Oh,
I
it's a
sent
website.
you the YouTube lessons in the chat. So now you know why I stick to colored pencil. They're all colored pencil. Anyway, okay.
It's true.
I like that white crayon trick.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Are we using the same kind of paper next week when we do the,
We're gonna use just a regular drawing paper.
okay? Which is,
Um, well, what am I gonna use? You could use like a cardstock.
would you say that again, please?
You could use like a cardstock. You could
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
Bristol, um, just a regular, like if you have a binder with art paper, just your regular drawing paper.
If you want to
Okay.
save some money, we have some card stock in the office at the church. Just stop by and ask Kristen for a few sheets of card stock. We'd be glad to give you some.
Okay, thank you. I might do that.
Yeah, that'll save you some money.
And is that the same thing that you use with most of the like colored pencils and all that you do your artwork with?
It depends on what kind of technique you want to use with your colored pencils. If you want to blend with your colored pencils, you'll want to use an art paper that has a slight texture to it, so it grabs that pencil. If you want your look to be real solid with your colored pencil, and you're going to be doing a lot of pressing down hard to get a solid color where you're not seeing the white of the paper, then your cardstock is a stronger type of paper that will take that pressing of that paper. Does that make sense?
I guess so. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anna, can you say something so it'll go back to your screen?
Excuse me? Oh,
Ask if Anna could say
oh,
something
okay.
so the main screen will go back to her screen.
That's a great idea.
I was looking for some examples.
There we go.
So I stepped away from my desk for a minute. And of course, I can't find what I'm looking for when I want to find it. I guess that's not gonna work. Okay. Maybe I need to pin my video again somehow. Which now I forgot how to do that. If you're gonna do a texture, I mean,
Wow.
if you're gonna shade, then this, I don't know if you can tell, this paper has like a texture to it. This is, let me take the sleeve off of this. This is Canson paper in a color, and it has a little
Oh.
texture. And that works well if you're gonna be blending colors together.
Okay.
And then I was trying to find an example of a real solid colored pencil, which I can't find right now. Well, here's a silly one I found. Um, so this is,
Oh, I like that.
let's see how
That's
it's
happy.
nice and solid. This is colored pencil, but it's really pressed down hard
Oh, wow.
and applied like it probably took a million colored pencils to do it. Uh,
Nice.
yeah. So this would be done on your Bristol, your thicker paper, because it's taking more abuse.
I have really enjoyed this, but I have to leave. So
You
No
want
worries.
thank you so very much.
you want to share what you've done? You could hold it up to the camera.
Oh, I really don't, but thank you.
All right, then.
If nothing else, I'm extremely honest. You take care and thank you so much for all your help.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Hope to see you again soon.
Take care. Bye.
I bet this will be the highlight of our week doing this with you.
Yes, it's been fun.
Well, it's been a good way to meet you guys since I'm so far away.
That I hope you and that Holly told you about the online, like they have a game night and different things like that that folks can join in.
Yeah, she gave me the schedule.
Awesome. Because that community's become pretty close. Did you meet some of the folks from Shepherd of the Sea who were from Connecticut?
Not yet.
Oh my goodness, because I bet if you went to a Lutheran church up there, you probably went to the same church because there's not many of them.
Yep. I was raised in Our Redeemer Lutheran Church in New London, and then we moved over for some reason to a church in Nyack, but I can't remember the name of it.
Are they both still open, do you know?
I know the pastor died at the one in New London, so I don't know. I think it's still a Lutheran church.
Because there's one, you remember oh gosh, what's her name? Roy. Julia Roy. She went to one up and she just posted on Facebook that she went to her childhood church that closed up in Connecticut, but I don't remember the town.
I think the one in Nyack is still open. But they're Missouri Center, and
Oh yeah, that's a different.
I kind of come to prefer ELCA.
Yeah, we're the Lutherans that the Missouri Synod warned you about.
Yeah. And my niece keeps telling me, well, you come to our church, it's in Cary. I was like, no.
Well, we're glad God brought you to us.
I keep telling her to read the Bible. No, a lot of people they listen to the pastor, which is good, but they need to read the Bible too and make sure that whatever religion they're in, the pastor is not changing things.
That's
I
right.
reminded her, do you know what the very last paragraph in the New Testament says?
Yeah.
It says, if anyone were to change this, they're not going to see, they're not going to be, they're not going to go where they want to go.
That's right.
I just finished reading the New Testament and now I'm back on the Old Testament. I mean, I read it before
Yeah, it's a heavy
a
task.
while back, but it's amazing how it applies to what's going on right now.
Oh my goodness.
And I read Revelations and I sat there and I took notes through the whole thing, step by step. And it's like, that's real scary, people.
I think I made my brush a little too wet because my blue on my moth is so incredibly deep and dark.
That's
It
okay.
almost looks like acrylic.
My moth turned green when I tried to add a little bit of color. It's all right
I've
though.
never seen watercolors be so solid as what they look like on the background of mine.
It's because you're used to painting like wet on wet, and you were painting not wet paper.
I keep adding more and more color to mine, just playing, adding more water to see what happens.
Well, I hate that we're gonna miss the next one. We are taking Brad's parents and my parents and Brad's aunt and uncle on a foliage trip.
Uh-huh.
Mom loves Mackinac Island. She loves that movie Somewhere in Time, and so we're taking her up to Mackinac.
Oh, wow. That's what I miss about Connecticut is the fall.
Yeah, you get seasons.
The colors just aren't the same here.
And green. That's when I visited went to my cousin's wedding on Long Island years ago. It was so shocking for my southern brain to see beautiful fall foliage on the ocean because he got married at Stony Brook on Long Island.
Hmm.
I'd never seen foliage on salt water or at the ocean. That just blew my mind because I'm used to like palm trees and pine trees.
The first year we lived here, our kids were in elementary school and they had the Christmas tree lighting here in Garden City. And it was Christmas lights surrounding a palm tree. It was so funny.
Now, if you do take your paper down, wait till your paper is completely dry before you remove the tape, or it will pull part of your paper up,
Ah,
and remove it really carefully.
Do you use one of those hand dryers to dry your watercolor quickly, or are you just patient?
I usually just stick it to the side, but it depends on when you're painting what technique you're using. You may have to dry parts of your painting in between, unless you want to wait for it to dry.
that other lady that we watch a lot of times, I told Mandy last night, I said, she says it so quickly that I didn't hear her. She said, let it dry, and then goes to the next thing. And I said, that's what kills me every single time. I don't listen to that let it dry thing, and that's why it just bleeds right in together.
Sometimes the bleed makes it look cool.
Yeah, that's true. It does give it a neat effect.
So do you guys want to share what you've done so far, or is it too wet to hold up to the camera?
So far, this is mine.
Hey, I like your background too, the contrast, and that's gorgeous. Good job.
Yes, that is cool. I like the green you put on yours. I
Yeah,
might want to blend mine a little bit.
looks better than mine. Anyway, I'm not a big watercolor good.
Well, we are thankful that you chose to spend your time with us.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, you're welcome. But I do have lots of ideas.
Yeah.
And we will be back on the one in November.
Okay, I'm not.
And if you record the one of the October one, we'll watch it and try to do it.
Okay, I will do that as long as I have people that come to class. So if I don't have anybody show up, then maybe we'll hold that one aside for another day.
There you go. Don't give up. Sometimes it takes our congregation. It's like a diesel engine or
Yeah.
it takes us a while to get going, but once we get going, it's hard to stop.
Okay, so I'm going to sign out because I have to get ready for another class coming up.
Thank you so much again.
It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
God bless.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.